Hi guys, my name is NImr Green from C3D. This is another tutorial for how to upload a new model into the system. So here is the creators, our platform, and just by clicking on my jobs you can see the jobs that are assigned to you. Today I will teach you how to upload a new model into the system by using an OBJ and MTL method. So this is the file that I received, and it looks like that. Basically, we have three files. One diffuse map. Here's the MTL and the OBJ file. Now, basically, we're using an online render engine called Blend for Web, and it's not supported all the formats for artists that already have some experience with some other online viewers. You already noticed that you can upload maybe Collada or 3D Max files. Here we are able to work only with blend file, filed formats that exported from Blender, or by using the universal format OBJ. Just to show you, once that I open the OBJ into and import that into Blender, I receive something that looks like that. The problem is that when I opened the file, it was looking like that. The thing with that is, once you can see that on the Blender the snack box is laying on the grid. This is exactly the same way that it's going to show up once you will try to upload it into the creators. You will not be able to see that just after the first time that you try to upload. You can see that something is wrong. But let's go to the native workflow and not export it again from Blender, just using the same files that I received, and we will try to upload them. So to upload those three files, you need to select all of them and generate a new archive using zip or rar. We're not supporting any kind of other formats. And then going into the creators, clicking on the job page, and then on the, if you scroll down till the bottom of the window, you will find this function. It says upload file. Just clicking on choose file, going into the library where you download it, and choose the archive. Another way you can do it is just taking the file and drag it into the choose file button. Once it's over here, just click on upload files and wait a few seconds. Now you can see there is some loading bar on the top of the window, and once the process will be finished, you will see a loader on the bottom part of the window, just below the texture. So we will wait a couple of minutes till it will finish. Since then, I will tell you that there's another thing you should be aware of, that the file that you upload cannot be over 5 megabytes. So here we have a package contain 5.1 megabyte. You can see that just the diffuse map itself is around 5.1, so it's a little bit big, and it's not so optimized. We prefer that you will upload a total amount of 5.5 megabyte for the diffuse, OBJ, and the MTL together. But just for the example, let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, now you can see that it's processing. And here it is. Once the loading will be finished, you will see the model in our dynamic viewer. You can rotate it and turn it around however you want to. Okay, so this is the result, and we are not satisfied from that because basically we meant it to look like that. And in a second I will teach you how to fix that. But basically this is the result. It looks good. It's pretty fine. But when it started, it doesn't start it from the right position. So basically I can teach you how to fix it from Blender. But the thing is that once you're working with another softwares, each one of the softwares, once it's exported, the OBJ doesn't consider the fact that it should be on the same position on another software grids. So if you can see that the model starts from this position, you need to ask yourself what you should do to make it just to stand up. Basically just to rotate the model in 90 degrees and try to avoid from the way that it's looking on your 3D software. And maybe it will be laid down on the grid, it will be flipped out, it doesn't matter. And the only thing that is an indication for you is what you see on the viewer. So once you fix that, then you just need to re-export it and upload a new one. Let's do that. So I'm going back to Blender and I'm going back for the same method. Yeah, this is how I want it to be like. You can see that I put here also some target box. I will delete that. And I will export it again to an OBJ. And I will replace the old file. The new MTL are going to be generated as well. We'll delete the old archive, compress it again, going back into the creators and drag it into the choose file button, and I will re-upload. For those who are working on Blender, you can also export a blend file by just going to File, Save As, and save as a blend file. The only thing you need to think of is the target box. You can do it only by using our default scene. So for those who doesn't have the default scene, to contain also all our lighting setting, to speak with your manager and for receiving this file. And once you having the target box, try don't to change the name because the naming is very important. The only thing that you should change is the bounding box itself by make sure that it just almost touching the model. Same thing from the front and also from the back. And that's all. Make sure that it doesn't close out. And then you just need to go on File, Save As, going back to the same folder and save as Blender file. Now, once you want to zip it, you need to take the blend and the diffuse map compress it, name it as Blend, and try to upload this file. Just going back to creators, you can see that now it's been fixed. So it's working pretty good. Let's try to upload the blend file. Just the blend. Drag it into the choose file button. Click on upload files. Waiting 2 minutes, and you will have the third version. In case that you find any kind of problem, something that doesn't work, you can use the console by clicking on right mouse button and inspect. Make sure that you are on the console display, and then if something's going to get changed or as any error or some texture is missing, you will get some notification here. It doesn't work in 100% of the time, but in some cases when you don't understand what is the problem, sometimes the console can tell you something about it. You can see that also something changed in the lighting. It's become pretty shiny. This is because that once you export from the blend file, the specular information coming with Blend itself. That's all. Thank you so much for watching.